I don't even know what a bigger star is these days. I don't even understand when people say, should you be a bigger star? I mean, Andrew Tate is on my algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore what that means. If a computer shows you my face, then am I famous? You know what I mean? Drewski hasn't done one movie, but he's known around the world.
Welcome to Wild Moguls TV, Brandon T. Jackson.
What's up? How you doing?
Doing good,
Woo!
brother.
Jay, all leather.
So, I mean, you don't need no introduction, but just in case, he's a comedian, actor, writer, entertainer, and
Director?
director,
Yeah, we're doing that now.
producer.
Producer, definitely producer.
So yeah,
I
and
got some projects that I produced out. That's to market, so I can say I'm a producer.
okay, you've
Yeah.
been in some very memorable projects.
Yes,
Um,
and still going, but people's algorithm is they're not seeing it.
uh, what movie changed your life financially?
What movie? No direct movie changed my life financially. As I was doing films, I just kept getting bigger and bigger checks. As far as when you do deals with studios, they'll lock you in for 2, 3. They're called option deals. So one option will be this amount. At least back in the day, the next option would be that amount. So it was the franchises will go up and more. So Percy Jackson, I got some for that, and then went up on part 2, and same thing with uh, uh, Big Mommas. We didn't do a part 4, but that would have been more. So it kind of went in waves.
All right, so let's kind of start all the way back. You come from Detroit.
Yeah.
When did you first get into Hollywood? What was your first job?
Well, I started in Detroit at my father's church. I'm a son of a preacher man. I used to be ashamed to say that, but I'm proud to say that as I get older. My dad instilled morals and values in me, and I came out here to LA, and I quickly, within the first week, I had an agent, and I did 3 minutes at the Laugh Factory, got an agent, and my second audition was Roll Bounce, which, as you can see, I got.
Yeah.
So my LA experience was mostly I was on films. All of my 20s, pretty much, I was doing films.
And very big films.
Yeah.
And so your first major project was Roll Bounce.
First studio film was Roll Bounce. Yeah.
And then how long up past that when you did Tropic Thunder?
I did Roll Bounce at 2000, 4 years later, but I was doing stand up in between. I did Wild, so I did Roll Bounce, and I did Wildin' Out. I was on Wildin' Out, and then I went to Tropic Thunder right after that.
So now, were you a comedian first before you was an
Yeah, I
actor?
was a comedian first.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's how I got discovered at the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
So I did 3 minutes at the Laugh Factory, got discovered, and had an agent and started going on auditions right away.
Now, how did you meet Nick Cannon?
Met Nick Cannon on the set of Roll Bounce. Actually, prior to that, I met Nick Cannon when we were at he came to Detroit. He had the Gigolo song out. He was doing some promotion. He was at the mall, and I was coming from church, and I drove down to the Fairlane Mall, or was it the Northwest? Either Fairlane or no, it was Northwest Mall. I think it was back in the day. People from Detroit know what that is. And I saw Nick Cannon I think it was a shoe store, and this is when Drumline just came out, and he was doing his music career. And I told him, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna work with you one day." And that next fall, I was already working with him on Roll Bounce.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Is there any memorable stories you remember about Roll Bounce on the set of Roll
I
Bounce?
mean, it was just a lot of fun, a lot of crazy uh, after parties. We were young, man. You know, those times were just like shoot films and party after. You know,
Now, what was your span? Because it really did seem like you just came out of nowhere and
yeah,
was like a major
yeah.
actor.
The span. I mean, it's a delayed reaction. I was just doing movies and they just caught up to me. Even now, people see the movies I've done. Uh, I left the business around 2017, and that's when everything slowed down. But from 2004 to 2017, I was doing films.
Now, was it just, I mean, be honest. I mean, you're going to be honest, but
Hmm.
was it just audition after audition,
Audition after audition.
or was it, did you have an agent or a manager that was a real power player and
No,
connected?
it was it was a combination of auditions, and my team at the time really put. I had a real young agents that were really, we were all very ambitious, and we were just working that to plug that hole. You know, the that action comedy, adventure, fantasy, all those things that black people wasn't doing in 2008, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we were just running.
So now, when you did the Tropic Thunder, when Robert Downey Jr. is wearing the blackface,
Yeah,
did you know it was about to be some shit to go down
no,
with that,
I
or
mean, it actually wasn't that much controversy on that. The controversy was more so Ben Stiller saying the R word. Don't go full,
yeah,
R. I don't even want to say it because I don't got time for no extra stuff. But
uh,
ends with a D, starts with a R.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So, so it wasn't really a thing
it
back then.
wasn't a thing back then. No one cared. It was just funny.
Okay. So now, how did the Martin deal, the
Just
Martin movie come?
auditioning. Auditioning.
Audition.
They gave me the script to Big Mommas. They said Martin wants to work with you. I sat and I ate with him on what's the movie? The Roof Chris, and then I auditioned for the film, tested for it, and got the part.
Now, did they let you know you was going to wear the dress? Did you know you was going to wear the dress beforehand,
It's
or
Big Mamas.
Big Mamas? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you got this, did you really start thinking like, "Oh, I'm
I
about
mean,
to
no
be
one
on"?
cares about that. I mean, you got to ask.
The symbolism,
I
though.
mean, that conversation is an old conversation. People can talk about that. And I hear comments always saying that it's so, at this point, it's like that conversation is like 2015. I
Mhm.
spoke about uh, things that doing parts. You gotta Dustin Hoffman. Was there any questions about Dustin Hoffman and all these guys? It's like we gotta ask. What is that? I think where we're at right now, society is at a point where um is that's an old conversation. It's like
Yeah.
everybody know what it is. Everybody know that it's most comedy comes from European culture. Most comedy comes from, we're in America, so most comedies come from the perspective of what's that, Shakespeare and all those plays. So as an American actor, you do those comedies as an American, and then it's not like we're writing African stories. You know what I mean? So
Uh, is Hollywood changing, or is it getting worse?
I don't think Hollywood. I mean, it's a business. I don't think Hollywood has really changed. I just think tech companies are absorbing business, and data, and business is driven by databases over talent. That is definitely happening.
So, well, over the last several years, you became much more vocal about your faith and
Yeah,
Christianity and
yeah.
tapping into.
I
Uh,
wasn't actually vocal about Christianity. I was vocal about uh, the bloodline of African Americans, and then from there, I think that uh, I would say that I'm a follower of the words that Christ say. That's where I'm at now. Because Christianity, all these religions, they get branded in a way where I don't want to be a part of the brand of it,
mhm,
because I think it's been branded in a religious way. I
yeah,
don't think Christ wasn't even a Christian, so it was more branded as a religion. I don't think that Christ was religious at all. So I
it's more
think,
of a way of life.
yeah, I mean, it's just the way of how to get back to the source, but
Now,
to the Father.
now, in your experience in Hollywood, and you've been in high levels,
Hmm.
and a lot of people. like you say, they say a lot of comments.
Mhm.
There's a lot of Illuminati and all
Mhm.
of these stuff.
Mhm.
Did you ever experience craziness as far as like,
No,
you know what
no
I'm
more
saying?
than what any college is doing right now. Like, if you go to college, you party. If you go to I never seen any of this stuff that they're talking about. So I wasn't probably famous enough, but I never seen any of the darkness that we seen was mostly decisions we made, just drinking and smashing chicks and just doing what every college student does. I mean, that was my age of college was Hollywood. So instead of going to college, I was on screen. So if you were cut to a college uh, place, then and you would put cameras on college students and then put cameras on kids in Hollywood, it's like pretty much the same thing happening. It's parties, bro. People, they when you're young, you party. When you're a teenager, you party. Whether you're in Hollywood or not, it's just humans are just, they explore the dark side, the light side. They explore higher frequencies, lower frequencies, and you choose that lifestyle based on that what we're learning through this life. So me, I chose to strive for the higher path, because partying and all that stuff is just, it doesn't amount to nothing. You know what I mean? Just, but you have to go through it like anybody else.
Um, did you ever had like your professional team tell you to like calm down on speaking your views or being too
No, I just
open about
No, they never told me to calm down about speaking about spirituality. They just didn't hire me. You know, I mean, I wouldn't hire me either, because it's not that's not what acting is about. Acting is about entertainment, and spirituality is about spirituality. They're two different worlds.
was there ever a role that you felt that should have made you a bigger star?
Um, I don't even know what a bigger star is these days. I don't even understand when people say, should you be a bigger star? I mean, Andrew Tate is on my algorithm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anymore what that means. If a computer shows you my face, then am I famous? You know what I mean? Trusky hasn't done one movie, but he's known around the world, so it's not really a thing
Yeah,
like that.
but
It's all algorithms.
yeah,
So if I had a computer geek nerd to clip my stuff, you'll see me. So now you're famous. Like, was it ever about fame, or was it about just loving the act? Like,
mhm,
what is a star now? You know what I mean? It's like everyone's a star if you can get an algorithm.
that part.
There's
But
no such thing as a star anymore.
there's like there isn't.
There
It
is
really
not.
there is not.
Andrew Tate is just as famous as Michael B. Jordan these days. He's known all over the world. Never did one film,
If not bigger.
if not bigger.
And I heard you over here. You about to get a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, I guess I am about to get a Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't even know I guess I mean, I'm still rather young. I don't know why I'm getting a lot, but I'll take it. I mean, it's a blessing. If people want to honor the work I've done, uh, I feel like I'm just getting started. I was young when I got into business. I'm a grown man now. I think that I've never done a grown man run yet. So everything I did was like in my 20s, and you know, never did anything like as a 30-year-old on screen. Just
So, and you were in 8 Mile.
mm-hmm.
You worked with Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
You worked with Martin Lawrence,
Yep.
Robert Downey
Mm-hmm.
Jr.
That's what I'm saying. You work with every major star, and you say, well, how much more do you want?
Yeah.
It's like you say, be a bigger star. How much more do you want? I work with Tom Cruise, Eddie Murphy. It's almost like God was like, all right, you want to go to Hollywood? Go do it. And then he just allowed me to work with all the major stars. Like, how do you feel about that? What are you doing for the world? What are you doing for me? What are you doing for your purpose? Because I've worked with more stars than most of my, if not all of my peers, and I think I have a bigger box office. all my peers except for probably Michael, and who else is my peers? Even Donald Glover. Donald Glover don't have a bigger box office than me.
What's your box office total?
1.4 billion is my box office total. 750 million if you count what I was actually a co-lead in.
So now, how does that work in Hollywood politics?
I have no idea. I just know that's the numbers. Every movie I've been a part of, when you put my library together, it adds up to about 1.4 billion, I think. And as a co-star, it's around 750 million.
Who helped who helped you the most in Hollywood?
I would say my old manager, Mark Atkins. Uh, my whole team over there back in the day at CAA, they were. But Mark Atkins, I would say Mark Atkins was my manager that really made sure that everything was on the ball from my stand-up comedy career to everything. So
And then you just had a comedy special.
yeah, Zeus on Zeus Network did a comedy special called Chest Out. A lot of major networks wanted it, but they told me I didn't have enough views to be on their network as that time at that time.
For real.
Yeah, so it's not about talent; it's about how many views you get. So now I'm working for views in a computer, not actually being a good actor. It's just I don't think my talent is a question. I think it's do I have any analytical views like Drewski?
Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
Now, in comedy, do you think comedians can still be honest?
Yeah, heck yeah. You're gonna get a backlash, but I mean, do you care?
Now,
I don't think it should be at the expense of hurting the culture, but I mean, same time, Dave Chappelle talks about everybody in every race, every gender, and somebody's gonna get hurt. That's the superpower of a comedian. You're able to talk about those things. Now you will get backlash, and if you're able to take that, then that's gonna be on you. You know.
Cat Williams shook up Hollywood with the Shay Shay.
Hmm.
How much of what he said do you think is true?
I think Cat Williams is an entertainer, and he says a lot of things in truth, but he also says a lot of things for the shock value of entertainment. You know.
And basically what I was saying is I feel like everybody of the culture,
Mm-hmm.
especially with you,
Mm-hmm.
because you're kind of a big deal.
Kind of.
I mean, not kind of, you're
No,
a
I
big
am. I'm
deal.
kind of a big deal,
You
which
know what I'm
is just
saying?
like right there where you don't idolize me, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, but
I don't want to
like
be idolized. Then.
you've done some major movies
Mm-hmm.
and projects,
Mm-hmm.
so the stuff that Cat Williams is talking about
Yeah.
is what I was identifying that if anybody can contest or have seen it,
Mm-hmm.
we would think it would be you, someone like you.
Yeah. Seeing what my power came from God.
And that's
That's
the
it.
part. That's the part. And
That's
that's the
it.
part about outside and
Let
you're
me
in
show
the
you the
inside
pattern. Let me show you the
of
pattern.
perception.
Let me show you the pattern. So when I got out of line with God, my career went down. When I'm now back in line with God, my career is going up. So what now? That's the Illuminati.
Now,
Like, you know what I mean?
now is
That's what
uh,
they're looking for from me.
no,
They're
but when
looking
I'm
for who's your power source?
and
Christ.
and you
So
hit it.
yeah, that's
You
it.
hit it. Now, but now one thing you said earlier that
Hmm.
I caught, at one point you were an atheist
Yeah,
and your
earlier.
father was a preacher.
Yeah, I was an atheist because I went through so many doctrines of the Bible that I started to say, you know what, I'm gonna throw the whole thing away. And then you get into spiritualism, then you get into this, and then you just start to go, okay. Um, then God starts to directly deal with you outside of scriptures, and then you become a story like in the Bible. There was no Bible in the stories. They were men dealing with God.
Well, is there a correlation? I don't know. During this time that you were an atheist,
Hmm.
was this in that core peak time when
No,
you
I was only atheist for a point of like 2-3 months. Like it wasn't long before I started going okay. But I just didn't believe in the Bible at that point anymore because you got these guys, this section's arguing over this, and this section's arguing over that, and then all of these guys arguing over the Bible, and then nothing's getting done. And then you go to the Christians. Christians are doing a bunch of, I don't know, things that look like Hollywood, the shows. So if you want to go away from that, you're like, okay, if I want to find spirituality, you really, for me, I couldn't find it in any organizations. People in their organizations, you know, God never really, if you read the scriptures, kind of dealt with um, nations, and he dealt with individuals that he wanted to use. All these organizations, it's like I never seen, actually, it's more against organizations if you look at the scripts. He really didn't care about religion too much.
Yeah, he was about really honoring your neighbor and your parents and
Supernatural power follows the people who are true to God. Moves with them. God proves himself through supernatural powers in the Bible. So when I see no fruits of that, I kind of go, "Well, we're just arguing about the Bible." And then, there's no fruits in that to me. I mean, the only fruit I would say, I was able to learn scriptures very well, but then I started to go, all right, now what? You know what I mean? So,
now then you got a series, Family Business,
family business, New Orleans, yeah.
New Orleans. Now, how did that come about?
My manager, Michael McConnell, my current manager, he pitched it to me. I met with the writer,
Mm,
and then he took it to the studio, and we got it done.
got it
And
done.
it's a great show. I just wish, I know Paramount is, they bought BET, so everything is kind of moving around.
So, um, who disappointed you the most in Hollywood?
Myself, I disappointed myself to not go with the ways of the way I was taught when I was younger. I mean, things you do on screen, that's acting, and you can judge that some, but off screen is where I wasn't responsible. I would say with my decision making, but I also was learning. But I would say I was more drinking and you know being a whore, smashing mad chicks and wilding out. That's not what I was taught, and that's why a lot of stuff was taken from me, because God is not going he's not going to have me be inside of a system and of something I want to do, because to be honest, ultimately I like to act. God doesn't need me to act to use me. Um so to give that to me and then lose myself, I think that was one of the things that God was like, that's enough. Those prayers, my father, my grandfather, my mother, my grandmothers, they all caught up to me. What a man of proud for the whole world loses soul,
That part.
you know.
Now,
So I'm
what?
kind of stuck in purgatory right now, where I've made a decision to keep striving with God, and then in the industry, and where there is a lot of temptation, but I mean I really don't care anymore. I've done all the stuff. I mean, everything's gonna be temptation, but to go to your lower self is kind of like acting was never the problem. You know what I mean? It was never the problem. It was myself, and that's what I say. When people talk about these secret orders and all these things, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen any of that, but of course we can't say things don't have an infrastructure. But I would say that uh these are personal choices that people make.
That
You
part.
know, is it the devil or is it you?
What's the biggest lie that people think about Hollywood or this industry?
I don't know. I mean, the whole industry is just a bunch of acting, so it's all lies. I mean, unless it's based on a true story and still it's for entertainment. So I don't know what the biggest lie is. I don't know. Everything, everything in entertainment is for entertainment purposes. So
Now, top three as an actor, what would you say is your most proudest moments doing the scene and working with?
I mean, obviously Robert Downey Jr., Percy Jackson was fun. Um, Bow Wow was fun to work with twice. Um, who else? Eddie Murphy was amazing to work with. So
And
these
what
were.
and what and what did you work with? What projects with
Oh,
Eddie Murphy?
we had a Beverly Hills Cop pilot that was it wasn't picked up. Um, and it was a good pilot. I thought it was good for 2013. I look back at it, it's a little dated now, but for 2013, I thought it was pretty cool.
And he starred in it too.
Yeah, he's starting it too.
So now, what's how's Eddie's energy?
Eddie's amazing. Very talented, very uh just sharp, has a memory like an elephant. He doesn't forget anything.
Word is he doesn't do only he only do the scenes where it's like it shows his face or talking. Every other scene is all his body double. Is that true?
Not with me. He did the scenes with me.
He did all the scenes with you. Oh wow. Have you ever turned down a role because of your faith or your morals,
Oh yeah,
values?
when I was young, when I was in my spiritual awakening time, I turned down every role. I just didn't want to work.
Huh.
Yeah, my agents were so mad. They
And, h-
actually, yeah,
and then how long did that time?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah,
So you did a lot of personal growth.
yeah, I had to grow, man. I think a lot of people go through that.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, Lauren Hill went through that. We're Kanye went through that. We're called crazy, but I think it's just that we have a higher frequency sometimes where we got to take some time to ourselves and really figure out what is it that our purpose is and what we want to do.
Now, with you being so many things, entertainer, comedian, actor, producer, director, what do you identify first? And
As
it's subconscious
as a visionary,
as a visionary.
mhm,
That'll be
a
first.
messenger.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, out of all of your entertainment talents, what would you feel you go to first? Would it be comedy,
I
acting,
do both.
music?
Both. I love making my own stuff, content. Now, I love directing. I love writing. Um, as a visionary, I'm the type of like more I look at. I'm more like a George Lucas and um, James Cameron, where I make a whole world
Mm-hmm.
and kind of envision the world, the toys, the yeah. I think that's my true gift. Like even the Purgatory podcast, I made all this up. It's like the
So,
movie I wrote, Purgatory. I wrote that movie too.
so now let's explain this because we're actually on set of your new
Yeah,
podcast.
this is a supernatural thriller podcast. It's about a movie called Purgatory about two demon hunters who are imperfect men that God is using to fight demons and bring the balance on earth. Beelzebub is trying to take over the human realm and let humans uh, be in hell and demons rule on earth. So the two, Trey and Davion, names may change, but for now, Trey and Davion, they got to go forth and they have to fight these demons and balance their own personal demons at the fate of the world. One has an alcohol problem, one has a lust problem.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can only fight demons with no sin in the movie. So if you have sin, they could kill you. So they have to be clean.
And how long ago did you write this?
Wrote this like a month ago. I'm constantly writing on it, but yeah, it's a whole world. Yeah, toys involved, um, uh, merch, podcasts, everything. So
All right. And then you have any movies and TV shows coming
yeah,
out?
I have a bunch of stuff on hold right now, which is annoying. But this is a movie that's going to be in the studios. So we're gonna be. I'm excited about it. This one, Purgatory, right now is we're in pre-production for that, and we're pushing the podcast now. That's what we're pushing it for, just for the marketing. It comes out next year, hopefully,
Okay.
prayerfully.
You ever do music?
Yeah, I've done music multiple times. Done voiceovers, music.
You ever did an album?
Yeah, I did one.
Would
Not did
you
I do a whole album? I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did one for. I do like soundtracks of movies, but I also did a Kingdom album, which is under a different name.
you ever do any songs with Bow Wow?
No, I did a song with T Pain though for a soundtrack for Big Mamas.
Now, was that set wild when y'all did lottery ticket?
No, not really. I was very focused as an
Okay.
actor then. I went home. I mean, I had my moments where, of course, had a couple side chicks at the house, and that's every time. Big Mamas was wild. That was a wild set for
Uh,
me.
For real?
For me, I was partying in Atlanta. I was partying every night, every other night.
Now, is Martin a wild, crazy dude
No,
on set?
Martin's very chill, very humble, and he's a God-fearing man. So
So now, explain what would you want on the mama set?
no, I was just partying, bro. I was young. I was
Okay.
25. I was having house parties, and you know,
You ever almost get fired from set ever?
no, I'm professional on set. I take acting, my craft, very seriously. But offset back in the day, I mean, who wasn't a wild boy? I mean, that's part of
Yeah.
part of the journey. Everyone, you know, they party. You know what I mean? You go to work and then you have big parties when you're in your 20s. You do
Now,
that anyways when you're in your 20s for the most part. You party, you go out to bars, you go out. That's what it's built for. You go drink and you go have a great time. You know what I mean?
now, what's some of the uh what is some, I wouldn't say difficult, but who's like some of the top three directors that have a very strong style or
I haven't worked with him yet, but I think Ben Stiller was the most
intense?
intense director I ever worked with. Yeah,
And when you say intense, was like multiple takes? Is he?
just multiple takes, particulars, how he sees things. He's a visionary too.
Yeah.
Very, very intense and very great at directing. Very great at directing.
Now, is he as funny in person or is he like more
He's more
serious?
serious, but he is very funny. He knows what he wants. He knows what the character. He's a visionary. He's a writer. He's a director and an actor. He's a real one, like a real one. He's a real director, like top tier.
That part.
Nolan, Stiller. He doesn't get. I don't think he gets the love. I think people know, but like if he was just a director, he's top tier, bro. Severance. Look at Severance. He's a top tier director,
Top
like
tier.
one of the best. Yes, him. You can put him up there with Spielberg. You can put him up there with um, Nolan. You can put him up there with the biggest directors for sure.
Now, what actors surprisingly does like put a lot of big actors in awe? Like they're just
Robert Downey Jr. In all, Robert Downey Jr.
because I remember hearing Jamie Foxx talk about Samuel Jackson and how like everybody on set was just like in awe of
Yeah, I've never
Samuel.
worked. I never worked with Samuel Jackson. I'm trying to think of people I work with directly, like that I know. I mean, the most act. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was the most actor that had me like him and Eddie. It was like, yo, it's another level, bro. Another level of just intellect.
Now, in your prime,
I'm not in my prime yet.
I mean, but like
In my first,
exactly,
in
exactly.
one of my runs,
In one of your
uh huh.
runs of the
In
film,
the high, it's crazy because Marlon Wayans, he's now doing Scary Movie. It's like that's another prime. He's in another prime.
exactly.
There's, you know what I mean? It's like he was in a prime when he was doing it in 2020, 2002. Now it's 2026. He's
Six,
in another prime.
another
You know
prime.
what I mean? Yeah.
Like if Michael Jackson stopped at,
Jackson
the
5.
Jackson 5, he
Yeah.
still would be an
Yeah.
icon and a legend,
Yeah.
but he kept going.
Yeah. That's why I'm like a lifetime achievement award. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm still
Well, this is
still going.
you got another life. You got
Yeah, I mean, we got
the
some.
second
Yeah,
section.
man. I feel there's a whole nother prime coming that y'all don't even see coming yet, which is it's funny to watch. Everyone's like, "Yo, the thing you did." I'm like, "Yeah."
I think we do. Now, when did the dreadlocks whole thing start?
I grew my locks for 7 years.
Yeah. Was
7
that the
years.
time that you
Yeah,
was in your
spiritual
break?
journey. Yep.
It's kind of like what I.
Mhm. Yep. If you watch my comedy special on Zeus, it kind of explains the whole thing.
Now, when you cut it, um, was it cut it? Was it because it was the
It's
time?
time to cut it. It's time. A lot of trauma. in that hair, lowest points of my life, learning moments. It was just a really rough time that I don't I appreciate, but I don't ever want to think about those times. It was bad.
It was growing pains, huh?
Yeah, it was growing pains.
So now, did you see a lot of betrayal, like the people that were around you when it was up, and
No,
now?
it wasn't really betrayal. I was also calling everybody the devil. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be around people if I was calling everybody the devil. It's like going off on everybody. I became a religious zealot. You know, God say He draws you with love and kindness. I wasn't kind. I was like going off on people on the internet. Everyone remembers. Yeah, it was crazy.
Now, what's the craziest stuff that a person genuinely thought about you that
I
they
have
heard?
no idea. Probably that I was just crazy. I don't know.
No one's
Wait,
ever.
people. I don't know. I don't know what people think about me. I really don't care, to be honest.
I'm saying, what's the craziest thing someone ever came to you and like and said to you, like, "Are you? I read that you was."
I can't remember. People say a lot of stuff about me that I just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't. I don't really.
Do you read every comment?
Nah, and I don't even care. Nah, I don't read
Do
comments.
you respond? Do you
No, I
respond?
only read comments sometimes when I see them. Only time I respond to a comment is maybe if someone said something about my family, but
Yeah.
I still don't. I really don't care. These people, who I mean, who are? I mean, I don't know what to do. Like I don't come from the era where you're going behind the if you're at Disney World, like going behind the Disney, going in the background and just talking to Mickey Mouse and punching. I don't understand it. Like it's like what? Like what is this?
Did you ever have a Hollywood beef?
Not really. I was a little mad at Bow Wow at the time when I was going through my stuff, and he kind of he just didn't understand what he said was, and I took it out of context. Again, the internet. I thought he was saying something else, and when I watched it back, he was just saying, "I don't recognize where Brandon is right now. I don't know who that is. That's not the guy that's in Lottery Ticket." Which he was right. It wasn't.
Wow. And then have y'all made up and
I mean, it wasn't a real beef. It was just like talking shit back and forth on the internet. Stupid.
okay, that's what's up. So now what does Brandon want now? Like,
Serve God and get into heaven. That's it. If heaven is real, which I believe it is, I want to get into it. Not now, but in this time. I just want to please God, bro. I don't care. That's why I don't care about comments.
yeah.
Like none of these people can judge your anything. Like there's a higher uh I don't like saying higher power. That sounds ridiculous. There's a creator of all things that I believe can judge everything you do, and they have nothing. Their comments have nothing to do with that
Huh.
at all. Their comments don't affect me at all. I'd be like, okay, they have no heaven or hell to put me in.
Bro, them motherfuckers be they mess with me, man. I can have 100 good comments. Them two
Too
bad
bad.
comments.
I can care less. I don't give a fudge. Try not to cuss.
Huh. Well, man,
They can't do anything. What can they do?
I mean, it just brings your spirit down. So it just, you know,
I don't
especially
know.
when they hit a little bit of truth, I guess.
Truth is good sometimes.
Perspective truth, where it
Yeah,
may
but
seem like
I'm
that.
gonna tell you what I do hate. I hate when people have a false narrative and I have to correct it, but as then you start correcting it and it becomes more comments and that person's arguing, it's just stupid. So I just go, okay, it's no point of you just gotta ignore it.
Yeah. And it should be annoying because, like you say, you're you're not you haven't hit your peak, but you're still working.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
had a peak. I mean, but I chose to 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 step away to find something bigger and better. You
Yeah.
know, I don't think God really is gonna ask you what Oscars you won to get into heaven or kingdom. I don't think he's gonna be, yo, you got an Oscar, bro? I'm like, It doesn't get you in heaven, bro. So it doesn't matter.
And I kind of feel like I went through this. Do you agree? It's like part of that 7 years is like you you get away to try to come to
I
yourself
think
to
God
learn
was trying
you.
to talk to me.
Yeah, no, and a
Like,
whole lot.
yeah, like here, like I got you right here. I put you here for this reason, and what are you doing? I mean, it was more personal things. It was never my career was never my career was never the problem.
Yeah, it was you.
It was me. I just was doing crazy stuff. Like I mean, stuff that is against my power source.
Especially when, like you said, you're working with the biggest
So that was all
actors in the
God.
world,
That was
you're
all God.
major situations. It's like when you're actually doing this, you really do believe you can do anything you set your mind to. So it's kind of like, what could I do that can merge
I
my
can do anything that
soul
God
and my mind?
allows me to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, put your mind to, yeah, but it's like,
But merging your heart with God with it.
yeah, I didn't do that on that. I just was smashing a bunch of chicks and drinking and going crazy.
Now, are your parents still alive?
Yeah,
Now, as you get older, do you and your father bond on a spiritual
yeah, we did when I was
com?
a kid. It's simple. It's like it's the prodigal son story. You know what I mean? You went away. I came back and I'm in peace. It's just like so, yeah. You always gonna have problems, you know,
Mhm.
but it's not as uh, stressful. It's like you'd be like, okay, let me wait on God. When you realize who's really in control for real, you start to go, okay, let me. How do I please God? Like it's hard because my business is pleasing man, but in that God gave me great talents to uh, please God and also entertain people, which is a very hard
Are
line
you
to do.
into scripture?
Yeah, I'm very into the scriptures. I don't
So
read my Bible like I should no more because I kind of know it a lot, but I'm gonna start reading it again.
this might be a little deep, but what's your thoughts on this UFO? Do you believe UFOs are demons?
I don't know. I don't know if they're demons yet. It could be, but they could be fallen angels. I don't know. I'm ready for some end of the world stuff to start happening. It'd be fun to see some end of the. I mean, it means it's all real. Because if it's all real, then it's like now there's really no excuse to like you know what I mean. It's
I
like
mean, but to me, I look at it like how I believe they're demons is because if there was going to be alien attacks, the attacks would have been happening,
yeah,
right? So I feel
it
like,
might be
oh,
demons trying to just explore. But that's what we talk about in the movie Purgatory. Is like these demons want to be on Earth and just walk around.
yeah,
I just think it's ridiculous, but it's definitely something.
because what I look at is I look at this UFO stuff is for the government to present, they're going to create the UFO attack,
Yeah,
but it's them.
yeah, yeah, probably.
You understand? Because if you
If
think
there is a
about it,
UFO attack, everyone's kind of like, okay, bro.
it's kind of like 9/11. We
Yeah,
get attacked,
yeah,
right? And then we all, in an emotion,
yeah.
they put in the Patriot Act and Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
By default, we gave up all of our rights through emotion.
Yeah,
So now, if the world all had a common enemy, which is a UFO threat,
yeah.
through media, social media, we would adopt a new World Patriot Act and
Mm-hmm.
World Homeland Security
Yeah,
through emotion.
yeah.
And now we're up under a one world.
Totalitarian. I mean,
You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
the
So
Bible
we
says.
basically dropped our constitution for this world constitution because the world is coming together because of this
Yeah, that's what the Bible says is gonna
threat,
happen
you know? But the threat is
from the inside.
it's from the
Tan,
inside. It
tan,
ain't really
tan.
that because the UFO
Sounds
are
like a
really
great plot of a movie,
it
which
does.
we're in the movie Life,
Life is
The Earth story. Yep, we're living in a time where we may see if everything that we heard of for thousands of years is real.
huh. It's a little
It's kind of cool.
I think it's
People
just really cool.
people are only scared because they're not ready. I'm not saying I'm fully ready, but I am definitely thanking God for the grace to strive with Him, strive with the Almighty. I think that I need a lot of work um, and I'm constantly working on myself to have those disciplines that I know that pleases him. I just gotta get myself out of the way and walk that line and you know, make a living. Really, none of this matters, bro. None of it matters as you get older. You start to realize like time goes by like this. You know what I mean?
So quick.
So fast in life. You know, I'm looking at my brother. He just turned. He's in his 50s. Turned 52. 52. It's like, man, when we were kids, yeah. Just looking at Jay-Z's in his 50s.
Damn.
LL Cool J, 50s, 60s. I'm 50. Yeah. So it's just like
And he was all little
we all
young
got to
boy.
stand before God.
Now, and you have kids too, huh?
Yeah, I have children. No.
Daughters, sons.
You know, boys and girls.
Beautiful.
We all gotta stand before the creator. That's what's gonna be. It's just that's the thing that drives me. Like, okay.
That's the only
I'd
real
rather bet on if
success.
it's real than if it's not.
100%.
Well, because if you live your life like it is real, you're still gonna be a great person. You know,
Yeah.
you might have to have some sacrifices, and but it's the sacrifice to be better. So let's just say none of it's real, then it's like, okay, you were a great human being and you did what you're supposed to do.
But sometimes we complain about the sacrifice
It's tough.
and then we're not benefiting from neither. Because
Yeah.
like we're neither there going hard in faith nor not,
No,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
not
So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Purgatory.
You're like
You're in purgatory.
it's a
Tend to
funny.
write themes in my life. Yeah.
But man, I don't want to take too much of your time. I just want to say thank you
No, we good.
for
Got me thinking over
inviting
here.
us to your environment. You know, we're
Oh yeah.
excited to see this project come to
Yeah,
life.
man. We're in the beginning stages of it. You're seeing it in the beginning. I would love to document the process if you would love to do something
Yeah,
with that.
definitely,
We're
definitely.
writing, we're consistently moving and we talked about this earlier about doing something like this. So and people, if you guys are out there, we love your support for the film. Um, go to purgatorymovies.com with an S. That will be uh, a place where you can connect with us and our mission for the film.
There it is. Thank you, Brandon T. Jackson, Wild Moguls TV.
Love it.
One.